Rainbow Tarot. Thank you for joining me today. This is a requested reading on Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, followed by a reading on Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes, which was requested as well. And please remember to share, like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you wish to. So let's go to the cards now. Ooh, these are very big cards. I've only got small hands. About hold these, I think, and find out what's going on with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. So what are the energies around Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper? Are they in any sort of contact? Do they still relate to each other these days? Messages about Bradley and Lady Gaga. Goodness, these are big cards. Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, how are they doing and how is their connection? Past, present and future. What's going on with these? Oops. Let's put those back in. What's going on with these? Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. How are they? I haven't heard anything about these two, I must admit. These are very big cards. They're very long. So I think I can fit them all in view. Put these over here. So right. So let's see what I'm getting with this. So we've got the Three of Wands here and the Six of Cups. So Three of Wands, Six of Cups. So I'll hold those up. So this is about a long distance relationship, I feel. And from these cards, it looks like Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper have the kind of friendship where they don't see each other every week or month. It could even go a long time if they are very busy. It could go a year. There's still that level of lasting respect though, and a caring feeling about their connection and friendship, no matter how long it goes. So it's kind of, once they do reunite, they pick up where they left off. They haven't missed a beat. They have the sort of friendship where there's happiness in the familiar. So I don't know if you've got a friend like that, but you feel very comfortable with them, even though they're, you know, I believe that Lady Gaga is with someone else and has been for a few months. She's got a boyfriend at the moment, and he's, I believe, Bradley's single, but he's probably dating on the quiet, so different ladies. But so they don't really hang out much because they have got their own lives at the moment. But even though long periods of time go by without seeing each other or contacting each other because they're both busy, they still get along well when they do get in contact, and kind of need what this friendship gives them. I do think they contact each other sort of periodically because it's an easy, unassuming friendship, you know, because of their good connection. They sort of no longer have to work to maintain this friendship. They could just pick up where they left off because they're so comfortable and secure with each other. You may have a friend like that yourself. I've got different friends like that. It doesn't matter how long it goes. You know, you don't say sort of, where have you been, or why haven't you contacted me? It just feels okay, and you just talk catch up as if you've been seeing them every week, and that's how they are. So the next card is the Hermit. So this indicates the presence of a good, reliable friend, and that's what they have with each other. So that's what that's indicating, because I feel they have such a lot in common. When they do talk or get together, they're both really focused and interested in what each other has to say about their careers and the things to do with that, or funny stories about what has happened to both of them or when they were together. So, but outside of that, they have gone their separate ways now, you know, because they're not romantically with each other anymore. As I say, Lady Gaga's with someone else, and they respect that too. That doesn't matter to them. So I feel like Lady Gaga sees Bradley as someone who is very wise. It's like when they were together, he was teaching her a lot of things, maybe acting, because they did a film together. What I'm getting is they got on very well together, and he found Lady Gaga attractive and mysterious, and he liked that about her, and she liked that he was kind of like this person who guided her. There's a spiritual aspect to this friendship where Lady Gaga probably didn't realise that Bradley entered her life to guide her, and he saw that she had a true gift. He thinks she's, you know, really talented, and wanted her to be in A Star Is Born, and this has made a special bond between them. It's had a lasting effect on their friendship, so, and affected their lives in a good way, their connection. So, because life is all about you growing as a person, and they helped each other grow as people. So that's the good thing that has come out of this, whatever else happens now. So this is the World card. So I feel like Lady Gaga followed Bradley's light or guidance, and the experience these two had together was very fulfilling, and in some sense made them feel whole. Sort of when they were spending all that time together in the past, it's like, it's more like they completed a life lesson together. I feel that Lady Gaga felt very comfortable in Bradley's presence, and he stopped her feeling insecure about her performance, and he gave her that confidence boost that she needed, and it stuck with her. They sort of complement each other with their personalities and felt a sense of wholeness, if you know what I mean. I feel they did have something together in the past, I'm getting, but obviously it had a bad effect on Bradley's relationship with Irina, and now they have drifted apart as a couple. So the next card is the Ten of Pentacles, but there's no bad feeling, there's no bitterness. It's not like, I feel like they got something from being together, and they sort of honour that. So this relates to their friendship is still okay. It's going well. They don't see each other very often, but they are chilled about things. They don't like to force anything, because sometimes the best action is inaction, because they are both involved in their own lives. They don't want to upset, especially Lady Gaga doesn't want to upset her present partner, and Bradley gets that, and I think he takes different ladies out on dates, but he hasn't got anybody in particular at the moment, so he's happy doing what he's doing. So I think they're purposely keeping their distance, but they've still got this friendship. And the next card is the Star. So, I mean, this is a good sign, this card. And what I think Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper has now is a firm friendship and a mutual understanding that if they need each other, they'll be there for each other. But they don't necessarily have to call on each other before. You know, sometimes they have an update, but that's it. So that's all I've got really. So that's the end of the reading there. And that's a nice positive reading about those two, because yeah, their friendship is fine. They're just not hanging out all the time. So the next reading that's been requested is Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes. So I'm going to take a different pack for that. I think I'm just going to go for this pack and see what's going on with these two. So Shawn, whoops, and Camila. How are they doing? Are they still together? Shawn and Camila. I don't know what these two are up to either. Things seem to have gone quiet with these two. So energies around Shawn and Camila. How are they doing? Are they still together? Are they fine? Shawn and Camila. How's it going between them? Shawn and Camila. Messages that we're allowed to know about Shawn and Camila. Whoops. Shawn and Camila, how are they? Shawn and Camila. So we'll just see what we've got on this. Hopefully they'll all fit on the table. Right, I think I'm going to have to push things forward a bit. Right, so let's see what the first card is. And the first card is Love Abounds. That's a nice card with a heart on. So this card is in the past position, and it relates to emotional and spiritual fulfillment, which is what they feel since coming together. And they just need to trust that they can maintain a true loving relationship even with all the pressures of fame and sort of being in the limelight with the paps all around them, which must be very difficult and unnerving at times. I think Shawn probably took a while, this is in the past, to tell Camila he loved her. They were probably close friends first for a long time, for some years probably, and Shawn was probably waiting for a sign that Camila liked him in a romantic way, because I'm getting that although they spent time together and sung songs together, Shawn kept quiet about his feelings for Camila. He had butterflies in his stomach about her and was so over the moon that he had found someone special to spend his time with. After quite a while and a lot of songs later, he did tell her how he felt, and he felt the relief of it being off his chest and finally out in the open. So I'd have loved to have seen her reaction suddenly coming out with it after all those years. But the The next card is listen, because I think they were just best friends for a lot of years. So Camila thought, but I think Shawn was actually in love with her all that time. So this is about Camila and Shawn have a very special connection. I feel like this relationship is guided by intuition, and what I mean is they both feel a deeply intuitive connection, and they would even feel like they were each other's soulmates, and they actually are. So I feel Camila, because she's a Pisces, she is very intuitive, and it helps her to hear what is not said in this relationship. She just knows and understands Shawn, because she knows him at that deeper level. She's intuitive. He doesn't have to say everything. Right, so the next one is the Heart Chakra. So I feel this relates to Camila and Shawn are practicing unconditional love, if you know what I mean, in their relationship. I feel like they share more how they feel as time has gone by. It kind of helps with that unconditional love as time moves on in a relationship. Yeah, so they're very supportive of each other and compassionate, and there's a lot of self-acceptance and forgiveness, especially about any past issues, because I think they've had their ups and downs, just like any couples do. Nothing major, but all relationships go through their moments. But there's been some healing here. So there has been something in the past, and you know, they've healed from it. There's a lot of compassion and harmony right now in this relationship. So that's all about the unconditional love. And of course, that's the Heart Chakra, which is about love and the healing, which you do through relationships. And that's what they're doing. So the next card is Flow. So they are nurturing this relationship, and I think Camila is often showing affection to Shawn because she's the one out of the two of them that is more in touch with being able to sort of show her feelings and affections, whereas I feel Shawn is shyer. I mean, he is affectionate to her behind closed doors, but certainly more in public places. Camila can show her feelings more. I mean, he feels it all. It's all inside. Shawn's got it there, but it's more difficult for him to show it than her. But she has helped him out with this. So that relationship is good for Shawn like that. Because I feel like he's more of an introvert than her. But Camila is a good listener and helps Shawn feel comfortable revealing his innermost feelings, and this relationship has brought him out of himself more. So it's good for Shawn like that. And what I'm getting is Camila is a good listener and helps Shawn feel comfortable revealing his innermost feelings. So as long as they remember to nurture themselves as well and don't get too wrapped up in each other and the relationship, they'll be fine. So let's see what the next card is. So with the nurture and the simply love, so I feel like it's going well at the moment. And like I say, they are nurturing this. I think Camila's probably a little bit better with knowing what to do in relationships. I mean, just because, you know, she has had more relationships than Shawn. I think she had something long term before these two actually decided to get together, in this long term thing that they have at the moment. So it gives you a little bit more experience. I think although Shawn's probably dated other people, he's not been in love with anybody but Camila, and she's his long-term, she's his one long-term, she's his first love kind of thing, and he's learning as he goes along. So, and from her. So these two are like childhood sweethearts, because although they didn't make any of this when they were teenagers, they were attracted to each other, but they both felt too young, and I think she felt Shawn was too young as well, so they got on with their careers instead. So they stayed best friends, but it was all there, the chemistry and attraction. They just didn't act on it because they felt so young. I think Shawn was too shy. He might have acted on it, but Camila wasn't interested then. It's not she didn't like Shawn or anything, she just thought he was too young, and that he probably had a crush on her and he'd get over it, but it wasn't so. You know, he did love her and he still loves her, so that love's just matured with his age. So this is a soulmate card and signifies true love. So this isn't sort of PR as some people think. It's a real relationship, and they feel like they've known each other their entire lives, and they do have a deep connection. What else am I getting? And this is what brought them back together, this deep connection, and they couldn't ignore it. The second time round, when they rolled her and Camila split up with her previous long-term boyfriend, they couldn't ignore this anymore. They realised that there was something really there. So they started going out together just to see how it would go, and their feelings really grew. I know Shawn's were already there, but Camila's really grew for him, and she knew he was genuine, and she felt the same. So sometimes you do just have to wait till you're old enough for these things to work out more. So the next card is Take the Lead. So I think this is about, they are both now talking about plans for the future. I think they want to travel together when they can, when the world gets back to normal. They'd like to do more songs together. I like the way that they're not rivals like some stars that go out together. They're not rivals as singers. They've actually, this is a real soulmate thing where they've brought it into harmony, where they just love singing together or about each other or writing together. And that's where their connection, and they harmonise like that. I think that's lovely, rather than being rivals with their careers. So I do think they're very passionate about each other, these two, about their relationship continuing, and I think they do talk about things like getting engaged, but I think it won't be yet. They're not going to rush in too soon because they're very young and they feel young. They feel like it's not right for them yet because they've got a lot they want to do in their careers, type of thing. So I'm going to leave things there, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and leave a comment if you wish to. And thank you, if you have already subscribed, thank you to all the subscribers, because it does help support this channel and keep it going. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.